Go open up all those PDFs I have to keep notes on squadron rules and things like that.
All right, we are live and we are ready to roll for tonight. Let me get the dice pool pulled up here and make sure it's cleared out. And we will roll for destiny. All right, everybody got a clear pool now?
I think so.
All right.
Looks like it.
All right, let's roll for destiny.
Yay!
What is this bullcrap?
You might have to manually add IGs.
Let's see. It doesn't register when you...
Yeah, no, it didn't register it.
He also rolled 2 dice, so...
Yeah, those aren't even in the dice pool, so I don't know where they came from. I'm not...
I am sorry, guys. I've got some stuff in the dice pool, the GM dice pool, which I'm clearing now. But for some reason, it didn't show up in everybody else's. I don't know why.
I think because we rolled Destiny and IG just rolled from dice pool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Way to go, Brad.
Well, now look, I roll for a Destiny pool and I get light side. What's up with that?
That's good.
No.
Yes. We'll fight you, IRL.
All right. So when we left off, you had taken the Liberator to an obscure planet, M283, where you expected to find and did in fact discover a secret Imperial research base. And using subterfuge and deceit, Koskett, Kira, and IG-99 all managed to find their way into the base, meet the commander of the base, Commander Brolin, and get deep into the command center. The base is right now, they're in the process of evacuating because they know that the rebellion has been alerted to their presence. And your mission is to try to discover exactly what's going on there and to destroy any kind of project. Once you've done that, any kind of projects that are in place. In the meantime, Lorelei is back on the Liberator in command, waiting to strike. There's a missile strike that's been planned. Andon is ready to take out the squadrons from the Liberator as well for any kind of battle that might be coming. Unfortunately, you ran into a problem at the end of the last session. After a dark side point was spent, it was discovered through some communication with a recovery fleet, that Imperial recovery fleet that's on its way, that Kira and Koskett and IG are in fact imposters. And judging from a countdown timer, it looks like you've got about the equivalent of about an hour and 15 minutes right now before the recovery ship arrives. You don't know exactly yet what that is comprised of, but you definitely need to be aware of that, and are aware that you definitely need to be aware of that as you're moving forward. So, in the command center, Commander Brolin has turned around, and he is looking at Koskett and IG and Kira, and there are about 4 stormtroopers that are standing beside the door, standing guard, and he motions over toward them and says, arrest these people right now. And the stormtroopers are starting to make movements toward IG and Koskett and Kira to try to take them into custody.
Oh, gosh.
Do we have a map that we're supposed... Okay, I just saw the stormtroopers, so never mind.
Yeah, right now we don't have a map.
That's fine.
Koskett gets out of this. Koskett.
I'm going to lie to the blasters and tell them I'm innocent.
There's no way out. We just get the business here and hope for the best.
But we gotta get the thing. Where's that Zabrak at?
Hey, I
hit it with my axe.
There's 5 people in here. We're good. We can take them out and go on.
Well, there's a lot of technicians and other type people in there, but you don't perceive that they pose an immediate threat to you.
Is
All right.
the Zabrak's not in this room? I can't remember.
No, he's not. You haven't encountered him yet. Everybody may recall there is a Zabrak scientist by the name of Targan Koth that is actually the creator of the IG line, one of the creators of the IG line. But as of yet, although he's believed to be present, you haven't encountered him.
Yet. So I think I should hit this button. Remember our button that we made to let Andon and everyone else know that, what was it, that we're in trouble, or to begin the attack? Your mic's not on.
Yes, to begin the attack.
Well, do we want to begin the attack now? We're still in here.
Well, IG's going to begin his attack.
And
So whatever we got one to do.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, we're not.
IG's had enough of this subterfuge.
We weren't planning to level everything. We were just supposed to. You were supposed to kind of give us locations of turrets, and we were going to torp them from outside laser range.
Okay, well, IG's gonna go beat up somebody.
And you did take down a couple of them, and also.
That's right, I did.
Yeah, 2 and 3 are disabled.
Yeah.
Although it looks like they're still up.
That's right. They think they're still up, but they're not.
Cares awesome mechanic skills.
All right, is this
you're not giving enough credit to the coffee.
All right. Let's try this again.
Is this cool or vigilance? Because we kind of watched what was going on.
This
and
is
saw it
this is
coming.
cool. This is cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goody. Oh, I lost my mouse. Okay, there it is. Cool.
And we got 2 more.
Hold on a second. I forgot where my initiatives are. There they are.
Wow.
Oh, those 2 boosts should not be on there. I'm sorry.
All right.
So
Go ahead and
two
let's see.
success.
Which one was yours? Yours is the 2-4. So I'm
Yeah.
taking that one out, and you can re-roll it.
Okay. Taylor, what are you getting?
Yeah, one of the things that I'm going to suggest on the next character sheet is that after every roll, the pool gets cleared. I think there's very few situations where you need to keep it from turn to turn. I guess maybe in combat it helps a little, but anyway.
Yeah.
So the stormtroopers are stepping towards you. They are in close or short range, and somebody on the PC side gets to have a turn.
Go ahead, IG.
Okay.
Really? I've got the highest initiative? Or, yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. Casket is very cool.
He wishes.
All right, so I'm going to take aim at Brolin and fire. I will also do auto fire. And does he have adversary?
Yes, he has adversary 1.
Okay. Oh, and one more for. There we go. All right.
So are we going to carry over the whole members of the Imperial Army have lowered wound threshold?
Oh, yeah, my bad breath.
Oh yeah, that carries over for sure.
Is Brolin in the Imperial Army?
Yeah. So what's the reduction?
I don't remember how much it was. I think it was related to how many successes I had or something.
Yeah, it's like 1 plus, and then another. If you get 2 more successes, you get another wound threshold down or something.
I think it was lowered by 2, but I can't read my notes up through there anymore.
Yeah, because the images are gone.
I'll
Yeah.
reduce it by 2. I'll reduce it by 2.
Alrighty. I don't think it's much going to matter with him, but okay.
Gosh, IG.
Yeah, so you just kind of fill him with blaster bolts, and he falls back against the panel that's behind him and slumps down.
Okay, and
Now you're under arrest.
He's not under. He's under a bunch of blaster holes.
2
Really-
meters under arrest.
were any of the stormtroopers close enough to him so I could get them with the auto fire?
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
it
could-
matters.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got to have some semblance, but I'll let you go ahead and hit an auto fire on him.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll throw a boost to the next PC.
All right, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Pierce 2.
And their wound thresholds are reduced.
And their wound thresholds are reduced to 3 apiece. So yeah, I don't think I even need to do the math on that. So he manages to whirl around then and at just one shots kind of every threat in the room basically
Okay.
as they fall
Kara's
back. Now,
gonna, like, put back her jacket pocket with her lightsaber, just like, all right, you don't have to take that out now.
I kind of wish the holo call was still on so I could just salute the guy. Just a mocking salute.
It is still on, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
he
it's-
just in the middle of the turn.
I'm totally doing a mocking salute.
okay, all right. So Cosket does a mocking salute.
Kara's gonna do one too.
All right, so that's good. I mean, that's tasteful compared to some of your other options, so I'm pleased with that.
The DX
And-
chop.
Still get the
Fuck
I want to use a destiny point for pyro.
So there are a number of other technicians and such in the room that are kind of looking around shocked. It's probably not a good idea to hang around, although that they don't seem to have any weapons or anything like that.
Kosuke, you should tell them just to go and like put down the defenses.
Just tell him to evacuate.
Yeah, just tell them to go. We don't need to kill them. But hey, have any of you guys seen a Zabrak anywhere?
Then they're just kind of agape, looking at you like they don't understand what's going on here at all.
Look,
There are
come
these
on.
VIPs, and now there's a bunch of dead stormtroopers, and this IG has gone crazy, and they don't quite know what to make of all this.
Just tell me where the Zabrak is, and you guys can go.
And you're hearing in the background now, while they continue to gape at you, you're hearing some sirens going off and some messages about disturbance in the conference room and starting to call for people to be dispatched there immediately. But one of them kind of points you and says, "Left down this hallway. It's a pretty good distance away, but you start by going left." And he points at the door,
All right, cool, thanks.
kind of hoping that you
Kara's-
leave.
Kara's gonna like just head on that way.
I'm going to pull my blaster out and act like I'm pointing it at them, but I'm just going to like shoot some of the computers.
Okay.
I think I'm actually being helpful.
And Kara's going to hit her big red button.
All right. So you
And
make
head
your
towards Zabrak.
way out into the hallway and off toward the Zabrak, and now back on the bridge of the Liberator. The signal has gone off from Kira, and so tell me what's going on.
Yeah, the signal goes off. Give that couple seconds of registering, making sure there's no fluke in it, and start going through the orders. And
Okay,
Start.
so
start the volley.
okay, so we're gonna begin with a missile volley, right?
Right.
And the objectives on that are to take out. What are we trying to take out with that?
I believe it was designed to take out all perimeter stuff.
We were going to take out the turbo laser turrets or the whatever anti-air they had
Okay.
with torps, hopefully outside of laser range.
Yeah. Okay. So let's roll for the crew then of the ship, or let's just do this as a mass combat. We'll just do this as a mass combat roll. I think that'll make it a little easier. Yeah. So we'll start with the base of. They're probably the based on the number of turrets and this MC. The MC's one level higher. So we'll start with a 3 green for the MC and 2 purple for the base. And then we're going to add. We actually have something of an absence of leadership in the base right now, thanks to the actions of your companions. So we're just going to add one. We're going to upgrade that only one time. And so that's going to be, now we've got a difficulty of a purple and a red.
So one purple, one red.
Right, and then you're upgrading your side by your knowledge warfare, I think is how you do it.
Yeah, and I'm substituting, and I get the advantages with that.
Right.
And let's see, so that gives me warfare, -4 setback on top of that.
I was going to give you some setback, but it wasn't going to be more than 4. So
yeah,
so you're clear on that,
right? And so we'll see if we can.
Yeah. So you managed to successfully take out all of the remaining turrets on the base. Anything that would be anti-air type stuff has been taken out at this distance.
Sweet.
And then that's an awful lot of advantage that you can choose to spend on something or the other.
Let's see. How about
That's double digits, actually.
I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 of them. So if we do have to make a strafing run, that they get a setback to their ranged attacks against our aircraft. And let's see. Getting an advantage. Just remember, I did the leadership roll the last round, so everybody's got an advantage. And I'll give the advantage to Taylor, to Andon. And we'll go with that. And divide and conquer.
Okay. All right. So we're next down to the fighters. That are they in are they in space? Are they still in the hangar bay? What are you?
They were going to be. They were in space. They had jumped in with the Spirit as kind of like just trying to stay out of sensor range, but otherwise be out of the hangar.
All right.
And I guess Andon's going to stand here with his joystick in his hand because he doesn't have anything left.
Unless you want to go make strafing runs or something.
Yeah, so, can we identify like what the vehicle like armories or hangars or whatever you want to call it would be from here?
You've been able to identify that there's a few troops on the ground. You've been able to identify that there's some mechs that are present. You don't know exactly how many because you've been trying to maintain your distance. But of course now there's a lot less reasons to do that.
Yeah. I guess, well, if anything tries to escape, we'll have time to chase it. So let's start with armed enemy vehicles and mechs. So I just want to lead the Atarus in. We'll split half of them off under crash, but basically lead the Atarus in and start blasting every armed vehicle in sight.
All right. Okay.
Don't forget the tow cables.
What's that?
I said, don't forget the tow cables.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have tow cables on X-Wings, unfortunately.
I'd say should have brought T-47s, but that's never a true statement.
All right, so down on the surface of the planet, you've got several turrets that are depicted here that have been taken out. you can see now. You can see that there are about 3 AT-STs that are kind of patrolling along through the forest, and a few scattered troops that I'll
Beautiful
just represent here. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I like it a lot.
And of course, we're dealing on a pretty large scale here as well. So, you know.
Well, in that case, I think I'll dump some torps on the AT-STs.
Okay.
Let's start off heavy. We got 6 of them. We can spare 2. So
All right.
I'm just gonna lead everything in. I'd like to bring the group. Where did I put my PDF? In attack formation. Would you like a check for that?
Yeah, go ahead. Since you're shifted into that just now, go ahead and do a leadership check for that. It's leadership, right, on the squads?
Yes.
Yeah.
How hard is? Let's see. That's. Let's see. What, if I want to
I'm
do
looking
that,
for it right now myself.
well, it's simple or easy outside of combat. So
Right, it's average in combat.
inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Which would you say?
I would say average. I think you're in combat now. You're in a combat situation at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they do, thanks to my contribution rank, they do have discipline as a career skill. So
Okay.
I get to add a boost die. And then where? Oh, there are my dice. Let's see here. Guess not.
Ooh, wow.
What?
Huh.
Then I guess I'll just go ahead and take the shot.
Okay.
Wow.
All that effort to not get a boost die. That's okay.
So you're going to run a... Go ahead.
So was it a boost die or an automatic advantage we got from you, Doc?
It's a boost die, or it's a blue die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will do gunnery, and I don't remember what. Well, they're either silhouette 2 or 3, so it's a average gunnery check either way. So
Yeah.
force dice are all committed.
So
Oh.
yes, so you're acting as a silhouette 3 because you're in a formation, right? You're still in formation.
Well, yeah, but my ship is only a silhouette 3, and theirs is a silhouette 2, so that's still within 1 where it's an average check.
Yeah, but when you're in a squadron, don't you increase the silhouette size by 1?
I thought that was only for when being shot at.
It may be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Oh, I could showboat, but I'm not flying. I'm just shooting. Oh well. Well, either way, let's do this. And do ATSTs have any defense? I don't think so, but
Yeah, I'm looking
They're
for that right
unshielded.
now. Give me a second here.
I'm surprised you don't know this off the top of your head, Taylor.
well, I know they're unshielded, but I don't think they have anything.
I'm pretty sure not.
Wow.
Oh, remove one of those boost dice.
All right, so we're only going to have 2 advantage instead of 4 then.
Yep.
Okay.
So sorry, I should have done that with my vehicle.
So what's the damage on the damage on your turret?
That's my quad lasers are 6 plus successes, so that'll be 12.
All right.
And I'm going to activate linked twice. if I
Okay.
need to.
All right, so 12. The first one does not take it out, but the second one does take it out.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will use the Triumph to... Oh, I don't even know. Can we scatter fire in such a way that it upgrades any return fire that they give us?
Yeah, because the other 2 are going to be firing at you as you kind of strafe through there, and so we'll upgrade the difficulty on theirs 1 time.
Excellent.
And we'll go ahead and roll that now.
And I do have my sense active, so you'll have to upgrade another 2 times.
Okay, so we're going
And-
to upgrade a total of 3 times.
Correct, and then 2 setback from shields.
All right. And they're firing at what's the equivalent of two silhouettes higher. So that's going to be I believe a single. I think that's an easy shot.
Yep.
All right. And it's 2 ATSTs. I'll treat them like minions. So that's going to be. And did you give me? You didn't get you. Did you give him? What did you do? Oh, you just upgraded. Is what you did with that Triumph. Okay.
Yes.
So here we go. I'm just rolling out of the dice pool on this. I'm actually rolling out of the Stormtroopers dice pool, but yeah. So they hit nothing as you just kind of fly kind of right between them right here after your run and back away and out into the atmosphere. They hit absolutely nothing, and you'll be able to whip back around and head in for another turn. Now, before we switch back to the people inside the base, what's going to happen with the Liberator? Is it going to close now? Are you going to try to land troops? What's going to happen next on that side?
We're going to move in. We were holding off on the troops till we knew we had, the AA and all that other stuff knocked out.
Okay. All right. So back into the base.
Oh boy.
You guys are making your way down the hallway, trying to find maps on computers and things. You think you're heading in the direction they pointed you, but this is a very, very large facility.
Do I remember anything from my last vision of where I need to go to?
You were inside a really large room.
Okay.
That's all you can remember, and it looked generally of the same architecture and style of the building that you're in right now.
Oh, this is not helpful. IG, do you see anything with your awesome robot eyes?
A hallway.
A higher resolution hallway.
Don't you have a built-in GPS or something?
Well, okay, you guys be quiet while I try and think, okay? And
she's gonna trip over something trying to run while thinking.
No, Kara's gonna stop for a minute, and she's going to use seek.
Could just hack into a console and pull up the floor plans here.
Okay, that works too. We'll do that.
All right, we're going to try to pull floor plans up.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's find the map where it says you are here.
All right, so we're going to, like the mall maps, yeah.
Yep.
2 advantages to find the anti-ans on the way.
Oh my
All
god,
right.
what a pretzel.
So we're going to make this a hard 3 purple computers check, upgraded twice, so it's going to be 2 red, 1 purple.
Okay. I'm going to use a destiny point.
And a setback because you're in a hurry.
What is this bullcrap?
What did we
Are
get
you
here?
for real?
No.
I'm just I could have gave you a boost die from.
Yeah,
support,
give
but
me
that's
a
about
boost
it.
die. Give me a boost die real quick. Can I get a boost die from Casket?
Sure, go ahead.
Type in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Casket's like, no, hit this button. Hit this one. Hit this one.
They made the password.
Oh my gosh. All right, do we find where we need to go? Do we find this room?
Yes, you do. It's going to be another 2 or 3 minutes for you to get there, but now you at least know exactly where you're going.
All right. IG, watch my back. Casket, shoot, I don't know. sit inside IG.
So there's a scene in the Venture Brothers where Brock, Dean, and Dr. Venture are running down a hallway, and everyone keeps like tripping, and Brock grabs them mid-stride and pulls them up, and that's all I can imagine right now is IG just picking Koskett up when he trips on something as they're running down this hallway, and Kara.
Kara's not tripping.
Kara would trip.
No, she's not.
She's all gangly. She's like Lonnie Smith.
Oh my gosh. Be quiet.
She's pigeon-toed.
And she's
You know,
distracted by
the
thinking
video about the 7'6", 15-year-old that's playing basketball.
No.
Look it up. This guy is freaky. He's a stick, and he's supposed to grow another 5 inches.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes.
I'll look it up.
So we're running.
So,
And I think-
so you're running, and something kind of strange happens as you're running. There's kind of a moment where the lights kind of go down and back up a little bit,
Oh, okay.
and there's kind of this humming sound that kind of resonates through the hallway.
Oh no.
And then everything kind of goes back up and kind of becomes operational again.
I've seen enough bad Hollow films to know that they probably just like activated a bunch of droids. That's what I'm thinking is happening. So,
Well, see, that's not what I thought, but we'll see who's right. I'm not even there, so.
yeah. There was nothing like crazy force feeling about that, just the lights flickering or whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing force feeling about that. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it seems like some kind of technology related thing.
All right,
But,
so I'm right.
yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's keep
This is
going.
first.
Let's keep going, you guys.
All right. And you do start moving forward. IG feels kind of weird though as you start walking forward. He's able to still walk, but he's feeling a little strange.
IG, what's up?
He doesn't say anything. He's just like,
IG, no, come on.
How'd you notice? The look on his face? How would Kara know?
He's moving. I don't know.
He seems to be moving a little more awkwardly and a little more slowly. That's about all you can make out
He
from
doesn't
watching him
seem
move.
as energetic about killing things right now.
Oh, that's not good.
Ah, Kara, your force witchiness has ruined him.
I'm not a force witch. Why do you guys say that?
Well, it's like a monkey's paws curse. You can ruin machines all day, but soon you'll ruin the machine you love most of all.
No, Andon stole her tripod. Her
So
contribution.
IG number 2 got moved up. Andon saved him.
all
So
right,
you-
so
You-
as he notices this, he's going to pull out the knockout grenade and hand it to Koskett. He can just say, "Hold this." He's not going to activate it or anything. He's just handing it to him.
Okay.
What? What?
So you come around a corner and there's a couple of stormtroopers that you suddenly encounter, and I guess we'll just go ahead and roll. I'm gonna have them operate as individuals here, but we'll go ahead and roll for initiative on them.
Cool.
Vigilance this case, because you're
Okay.
you're just both kind of running around a corner and encountering each other.
All right. Where does that keep coming from?
Is it in Matt's dice
It must
pool?
be, because I've got mine cleared out.
I do not have anything in my GM dice pool right now.
It's Koskett feeling fun. It's
Yeah, I'm feeling
IG
funny, I
feeling
guess.
funny.
So we're talking about on IGs. We're talking about one green and one yellow.
Yes.
Okay. And did we get Kira's? We got Kira's in this.
Yes.
Okay.
What's wrong with IG?
How come I've got 4? How come I've got 4 PCs?
Because
Probably,
IG rolled twice.
yeah, that first time was kind of wonky.
Okay. All right.
I think what's wrong with IG is he had information that would put Hillary in jail.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh my gosh.
What does IG know about Benghazi?
All right, so we've got a PC slot here.
All right, you guys want me to take that one?
Can you? Are you feeling okay?
It doesn't matter what he feels like. He's still going to shoot.
Okay.
All right, so IG, you're going to roll. Your programming is just like totally, almost completely shut down right now. All your combat skill routines and things like that. You're going to roll 1 green,
Okay.
and it's going to be against two purples.
All right. Any skills with that, or just
No,
is it?
you're unskilled and basically rolling the equivalent of a 1 agility.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Watch him still hit somehow.
I doubt that. All right. Let's see.
Manages to get a triumph.
Yeah, this is unskilled, so I literally you're rolling 1 green die.
What is going on with my dice pool? I've got nothing in my dice pool.
Or did you? Oh, you rolled your weapon. You rolled your weapon.
Oh.
You're gonna have to build this off of your you're gonna have to build this off of your dice pool.
All right, here we go.
So just
Dice
1
pool.
green.
Yeah.
All right.
So IG just like totally misses.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to? You can move if you want to. Still, you've got movement left.
How far away are they?
They are at medium range right now.
Yeah, so he's gonna keep moving forward.
Okay.
No, come back.
I don't think programming can remove his 9 soak, so
Can I?
Yeah. That's going to help him a little bit.
he can just try to block a field goal.
All right. So stormtroopers are each going to fire. They're going to aim and fire at IG.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
First one
Oh.
misses. Second one's going to get a boost. Second one hits for 12.
All
Minus whatever his 18 soak is or whatever it is.
75 soak.
right. Actually, I'm not sure what it is. It's 10. Okay.
Yep.
So 3.
Armor 1. Gross.
All right. Another PC gets a turn here.
Okay, so if I use contraption, which is once per session, make a hard mechanics check to fashion a device to solve a current problem using just the tools and parts on hand, is there any way to fix IG?
Well, this seems to be a software issue, first of all, and not a hardware issue.
Gosh, gonna have to reboot him.
And second, there's just not enough time to use contraption in the middle of combat.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Akoska, what did IG hand you?
Don't use that.
What is it?
I handed him a knockout grenade. It has it's a gas grenade, which it's not going to work on the stormtroopers anyway.
Okay.
It does in Battlefront.
The mask filter out smokes, not toxins.
Don't toxins have to be injected?
I don't know. Shut up.
Or
All
is that
right.
poisons?
Kara's tired of this crap. All right, let's go. Pulling out the lightsaber that's hidden in her Imperial uniform. One, she hates this uniform. Oh my god, so bad. So tacky.
Yeah.
She's gonna pull it out. And I guess that's one thing, and then to move. Oh wait, how far away are these guys again?
Medium.
Medium. So you're going to have to use advantage. If you're going to attack, you're going to have to spend a couple of strain to get to them.
That's fine with me. Spend 2 strain and use. Where's it at? Where's my freaking draw closer?
All right.
All right.
Well, I mean, that's a good point. You don't have to spend the strain if you're going to try to draw closer attack.
Well, I mean, I have to be.
You have to be within what, medium, short?
Short?
Yeah, you don't.
Medium range.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but then you have to use 2 pips to pull them, so I'll just warn you of that.
Yeah.
Medium range, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's OP.
it's
Damn.
nice. It's nice.
Well, that's right. I have 3 force rating. Crud. Weapon. Lightsaber. And what's the difficulty?
Average.
2.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna pull 1
All right.
towards me.
All right, so whoosh, there he goes.
All right. And then I guess I will do 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. No.
Yeah.
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 And
so
then I can crit him if I want.
It's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so this stormtrooper is having a very bad day. He started out hearing about all of these negative things that were being said about him over the comms.
Was this his first day on the job?
He drug himself
2
into
days to
work.
retirement.
There was an alarm that went off. He was running down the hall, trying to figure out what was going on, and all of a sudden he finds himself being yanked towards some female Jedi teenager who immediately puts a lightsaber right through his
Teenager, I'm
neck.
like almost 30.
Well, whatever. I like calling rebels teenagers.
God, Kara's the same age as me. God dang it. Oh my gosh. She's younger than me now. Oh my gosh. So I
Okay.
just kind of like killed him, and I'm going to hold my saber, my lightsaber pike up and look at the other stormtrooper and glare at him.
All right, and it's now Kosket's turn.
Tell him to stand down.
Well,
Tell him to
Kosket's going to take a maneuver here.
Okay.
Kosket's started taking prisoners. And then I'm going to try to remember how to work this character sheet.
You're gonna try to shoot him.
Yes. Try being the key word. I think this is shot number 4 in the entire campaign.
It's something like that. Yeah.
I'm going to point it at him and say freeze, and then I'm just going to shoot.
Okay.
What's the difficulty on that?
Two.
You can do it, Koska. I believe in you.
Freeze.
Freeze, bang.
Yeah.
Freeze, dirtbag. And then shoot him anyway.
Congratulations, Kosket. You take 1 strain and you one-shot a stormtrooper.
Wow, Kosket, are you sober right now? Is that
I'm
how
kind
you
of
made it?
badass. I'm just going to ignore everything I just saw Kara do and just like, did you see that?
Yeah, did you see me do that? Kara's got like blood on her, like.
All right. So about the time the stormtrooper falls while Kosket is still bragging about what happens, a droid comes around the same corner that the stormtroopers came around. And it looks like this.
Oh boy. Awkward family reunion time.
And it looks around at each of you, and it just kind of stands there. It appears to have some weapons built into its arm-like appendages, but it's just standing there looking at you right now.
This is one of those situations where I wish I was drunk, so I'd be like, IG, what are you doing over there?
IG, come here. IG, come here.
Okay, both IGs. All
IG,
four of you.
IG, tell IG to get his gun out and get in gear here. What are we doing?
Listen, all four IGs. Come over here. Huddle. Oh, man.
Kara, I want you, IG, and IG to go down this hallway.
God. So what is this droid doing? Is he just standing there?
It's just standing there right now. I mean, it just now walked around the corner and is looking at you.
Taylor. Should we talk to IG? Are you okay, buddy? Oh, I don't have time for this.
He looks at you and say, "Which one? Me or him?"
You're the only IG I know. I don't know him. Is
it super racist to be like, oh, so you must know this guy?
Well, they do look the same.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
sort of.
No, that IG is different than this IG. Listen, I don't have time for this.
Yeah, ours is one of the good ones.
Oh my gosh, I do not have time for this craziness right now. You guys can have Crazy Droid family reunion time. I have to go find a data pad. And a creepy Zabrak or something. I have a date with Destiny.
So this walks a little bit closer, and you kind of hear the clunk, 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 clunk of feet on the ground, and it kind of motions up at IG-99 and says, IG 90. It doesn't say IG. It says 99 unit and companions. Please follow me. And then it turns back around and starts clunking its way down the hallway.
All right. Well,
So Matt, when you said that, you kind of started like
Did I?
stuttering a bit,
Okay.
like the latency,
Am I okay now?
and so it sounded like a little bit, but it sounded like it was a good robot voice.
Okay. Well. So I want you to follow
It's a good
it.
robot voice for me.
all right. So
Okay, let's follow it then.
All right.
off we go.
All right. So we're back out in space over the planet. What's going on in the Liberator right now?
Maneuver closer to the planet to where we can start deploying skirmishes and let Andon do his thing.
All right.
And also being on alert for the, or actually, do we know about the other inbound?
No,
We didn't say anything.
No, you don't really know a lot of intel about it, but you do know you're probably at about 40 minutes or so now till the countdown that they saw runs
yeah,
out.
but we don't know that.
You don't know that, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of.
So, yeah, you've had enough time. If you want to start landing troops, you can do that.
We'll start doing that, small skirmish out, and then, start moving our way in. And keeping an eye around the planet to look for any outbound ships or things like that, and see if we have ion cannons, try to disable them.
Okay. So you've got you've got what looks like about 4 different squads of stormtroopers spread out in the forest. They're kind of running under the strafing that's been going on from the squadrons, but they're still pretty coherent, and they're spread out in these locations, trying their best to try to take down these X-wings, but they're kind of outmatched by them already.
Yeah.
And you've got probably about 50 troops that you can deploy pretty quickly if you want to.
Okay.
So-
just start. Let the field commander take that and start rounding them up.
Okay. All right. So you've got your commanders landed some troops out in the forest. and about the number you've managed to match is pretty close to the stormtrooper forces that are present, but there's also some mech units that haven't been taken down yet while you're engaging them. So let's go ahead and do a mass combat checks, assuming that they're evenly matched. You're going to have a leadership 2 on the other side, but let's assume the forces are evenly matched at 2 apiece. So we got 2 green upgraded by your knowledge warfare on one side, and then we've got 2 purple upgraded by 2 leadership for 2 red on the other side.
Okay, so just 2 red.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you a 3 setback because of the quick landing and your unfamiliarity with the terrain, but I think you're going to be able to cancel all of those.
Yeah, I am good there, so.
And then I'll give you a boost because the stormtroopers are also under a lot of pressure from the strafing runs that the X-Wings have been pulling outside.
Okay. Sweet. Boom.
Yeah, so very quickly, the troopers managed to kind of advance through the forest and dispatch most of these stormtroopers. There's a few that are left that are on the run, but most of the stormtroopers are gone now. But there are still some mech units that are kind of wandering around on the edges here.
Get the break out the rocket launchers and start going to town and open up the tin cans. So.
All right. So Andon, I'm going to go ahead and let you have another strafing run here. Any particular approach you want to take to it?
No, I'm just going to aim and start blasting some walkers.
All right, and you can make another discipline check if you want to try to get an attack formation.
Well, is it going to cost me a maneuver?
Yes.
Then no.
Okay.
Because aiming gets me the boost for sure. So.
All right.
I'll let everyone stay loose and do I still have another boost from? Do I get to keep that boost from Doc, or was that just one?
It's for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. I do not have my X-Wing weapons on my character sheet, so I will have to do this with straight up gunnery. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. Boost for aiming and boost from Doc. Oh, difficulty dice, probably smart.
Ah.
God, the second triumph you've gotten on gunnery check.
I'm going to... let's pop... That's going to be 9 damage against armor. And let's pop a linked and see if that finishes him off.
All right, 9... Actually, the linked doesn't quite finish it off.
Well, then I guess we'll use the triumph for another linked.
Yeah, and then that does it.
Okay. And then I will spend 2 strain to go evasive and 2 system strain on my X-Wing. And I will eat those using high G training. And go evasive maneuvers.
Yeah. So this AT-ST isn't actually going to return fire. It's going to start running off into the forest. Kind of along with the other stormtroopers.
Bye.
You've pretty much cleared out the front of the building. It's between the strafing runs and the ground combat at this point. So, but why don't each of you kind of give me an idea about what you want to do now? There aren't any immediate aerial threats or threats on the ground outside the facility right now.
Basically, and start sending a small, squad or 2 to help support Cosket and Kara and IG, and just make a defensive, for right now, and ready for any type of counterattack.
Okay.
And then watching from space, monitoring, sweeping for any possible threats inbound or leaving the planet.
Okay. Andon, what have you got your squad doing?
Well, Andon's going to calm Doc real quick, ask if she can send some guys to secure the spirit. And beyond that, just kind of set the X-Wings somewhat loose. Keep half with him, half with Crash, but just kind of a lazy, just kind of going around trying to find whatever shuttles or landing craft or transports are on the ground and just blowing those up before they can leave.
Okay.
Trying to scatter people that are, strafing runs on people that are evacuating to get them to, duck back in the building so they're kind of pinned in there, things like that.
Okay. All right. Meantime, inside the facility, the IG droid has led you into a very large laboratory.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
And Kira immediately recognizes this laboratory as being the one that was in her vision that she had last time.
Okay.
And what you see in here is you see a series of tables, and there are units that appear identical to the IG unit that you encountered in the hallway that are lying on each of these tables in various states of repair or disrepair. Including right here.
Well, at least they're not bodies, real people.
And there is a Zabrak in a lab coat that's standing down here beside a console who looks up and sees you come in, following behind this other IG unit. And he immediately says, "I can't believe it. It's one of the 99 units." And he begins to kind of walk towards you.
Cosket, you want to help me handle this?
Look, we got 99 problems, and this unit ain't one.
What can we do for you, sir?
He says, "What are you? Why have you come into this base and disrupted my work here?"
To get you.
Okay, that works too. Koski, you want to take this?
I'm just going to take a swig of whiskey and look over at Kara and be like, I don't remember while we're here either.
I got to get Koskin in here. Okay, there we go.
Just talk to him. We're droid enthusiasts. I don't know. I can easily talk about that. Well, you guys go find a data pad. Because we're here to find information, remember?
No, why don't we just shoot him? I don't know.
No, let's not shoot any more people.
But did you see what I did to that stormtrooper?
Yes, I know. I saw it and I felt it, and I'm tired of killing people. Can we not do this anymore? Hi, sir. How are you?
You killed one person and you gone all soft. I've blown up at least 4 people since we got here.
Well, okay, one, you didn't have to pull him with the force, jab him in the gut with a lightsaber, and basically see the little reflection of his eyes in his helmet as he dies.
Well, you just saw your eyes in the helmet, so maybe you're projecting.
Oh.
Well, he says, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Targan Koth. You may have heard of me. I was one of the original creators of the IG units.
Yep.
Back during the Clone Wars. You've got a remarkable specimen here of one of the units that we worked on toward the end. Where did you find this droid?
He's not ours. He's his own person.
And he kind of
Right.
frowns and he says his own person.
Yeah, have you not heard of manumissions before?
Heard of what?
Manumission. Oh, what in the nine hells? You work on droids and you've never heard of manumission? Where a droid basically gets his freedom and becomes his own person?
Oh, manumission.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that could happen with a droid in this line.
Well, it's amazing what technology can do, especially if you're not held up in a laboratory, which I assume you're being imprisoned by Imperials?
He says, as a matter of fact, I am being imprisoned by Imperials here. I was making an awful lot of money working for mercenary groups, programming droids for them, when the Empire suddenly showed up and picked me up and asked me to come work on this project. They're wanting to create a series of droid special forces that they can use for controlling particularly populations and environments that are generally hostile to stormtroopers.
Okay.
And you see the fruits of my work right here all around you.
All right. Do you want to get out of this racket?
I would love to get out of this racket.
All right. Let me take a moment to walk around this room. IG, why don't you hold on to our friend here? And Kara's gonna go and try and find this data pad.
Okay. So, go ahead.
IG asked him how many of the units are operational.
How many of the 113s?
Yes.
He says only 2 or 3, but I will be able to recreate them very quickly. He says, you should come join me.
Bring them with us and let's go.
He says, I'm not planning on going with anybody, but you're welcome to come with me. I'm going to go back to the people that I was working with before. I have a state-of-the-art laboratory that's available to me, and together we could make a fortune creating IG units between your programming, restored programming, which is remarkable, I must say, and my knowledge of how to instill it in these new droids. We can create a mercenary army that's unlike anything that's out there.
I want to use cutting question.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
I want to threaten him essentially with by saying the Empire already found you once, and the Rebellion wants the information you have to offer. You're not going to make it back to anywhere without the 2 biggest threats in this galaxy coming for you. And yeah, try to get him to come with us, and essentially say, if you don't, the Empire's just going to get you again anyway.
All right. So we're going to go against his discipline. Is that right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go with 1 purple and 2 reds on this.
Okay, 1 purple, 2 reds. This is going to be interesting. Let me check to see if I can do anything fancy here. I think I do want to use double or nothing. 2 strain, increase the difficulty by 1. That's fantastic. Okay. Can't do that. Clever stuff. Okay. Should be it. How many destiny points do we have? I'm using 1.
We have like a crap ton.
Let's see. So let's upgrade.
Well, I guess not really a crap ton.
And remove all that 1 advantage.
Oh my gosh. What? Perception check.
Okay. He says perhaps you're right. Perhaps it wouldn't. Perhaps I am going to be hunted down no matter where I go. All the more reason for you to come with me, IG. But now he's like noticeably, he's noticeably agitated. He's noticeably concerned now because of the stuff that Koskett has said to them. He says, "Quickly, I've got a shuttle. You can go with me."
While
IG, just
Kara-
imagine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he says to IG, just imagine the damage that you could do to your enemies if there were a whole army that was just like you.
I look at IG and say, imagine the enemies you could make if you stick with me.
Well, while Kara's over there, IG's going to look at both of them and say, that's the plan on both counts. Let's leave now.
Okay. All right, so Kira, what in the world happened here?
I accidentally rolled force dice, but
Okay.
I could use seek. Try and find it.
Yeah, you can use Seek if you want to.
Heyo. Where's this bad boy at?
All right, so it's just sitting in the open on the counter right over here.
Scoop that up. Let's go.
Okay. All right, so he says, "Follow me, IG," and he starts walking toward a door that's in the back of the room over here.
Wait, IG, where are you going?
All right. He's going to... Is Koskett moving at all?
Well,
Can't take IG.
Coskett's a bit confused.
Coskett's always confused because he's always drunk. What's going on?
All right. IG's going to start walking. Is Koskett moving too? Because if not, I'm going to kind of swing by as I go.
Oh.
What do you mean by swing by?
I'm going to go over to Koskett first.
Okay.
I just look at him and hold my hand out. Because I don't know if I can talk quietly enough for this guy not to hear me, so.
Now skullduggery, said metallic item back in hand.
Okay. All right, so Kira's looking at the data pad, and you can see that it looks like some kind of control panel for starting up and shutting down software on droids.
Okay.
And what's your computer skill?
2 yellow, 2 green.
Oh,
It's a-
Lord, please
it's a
fix
2.
me.
So go ahead and make an easy computers check.
Easy. That's just 1, right?
Yeah, 1 difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can pretty easily identify the buttons that are available on this pad that would reactivate IG.
Okay. Boop. Let's go.
You're just going to do it. He's walking out with this guy.
Yeah, I'm on the way over here.
Well, what do you mean by activate him? Like,
It reactivates his software, all the software that's been shut down, and kind of put him into this basic mode that he's in right now.
yeah, I don't like basic IG. That's boring. Let's get him back.
Okay. So IG suddenly kind of looks up. He springs back. The lights kind of come on his helmet again, and he's standing there with Targan kind of walking in front of him, trying to guide him out of the room.
Hey, buddy.
I'm going to ignore everybody and continue till I get next to Koth.
Okay.
And how far away from Kara am I?
From Kara, you're at medium range based on where she's positioned herself right now.
Okay. So as he walks up to him, I'm going to pop the knockout grenade and drop it right between us.
Okay. All right, so can you tell me where to find that grenade? Or if you got it on your sheet?
I've got it on my sheet.
All right, I'm going to look at your sheet then.
All right. What do you want me to roll for this? Because I'm just like dropping it between us.
Just boop.
Yeah, I think we'll just go for damage on it. He's not ready. I mean, you don't have to throw it anywhere. You're literally just setting it off.
Right.
S-
Actually, I'll probably just hold it in my hand because it's not going to hurt me.
And look at him with those eyes of yours.
Okay. All right, so this thing goes off.
And it's damage 12 stun.
Damage 12, and it's all stun damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Koth just kind of falls over when that thing goes off. His eyes kind of get like this when he sees it in your hand. And then it just goes off, and he kind of falls back unconscious on the floor.
All right.
Kara's gonna pull her shirt up over her nose.
Yeah, don't come over here, guys.
IG, what's going on?
All right, so
That was the plan the whole time, Kara. Where were you? Weren't you paying attention?
That was not the plan the whole time.
Ah, women. IG, let's go.
he's just going to mournfully look at the hob, set it down, and pick up Koth and take off.
Okay.
Wait, you set down your gun?
Yeah, I can't carry it and him. So,
I can carry him.
no, I'm carrying him. You can have the gun.
Okay, fine. I'll carry the hob. Oh, yeah! I'm gonna carry the hob.
All right.
I think she's compensating.
She's going to casually drag it, maybe, but
Kara has 3 brawn. She can carry this
I
thing.
was making a joke.
Okay.
So you've got some troops inside the base now, and they're trying to make their way through it, and we need to go ahead and roll to see how well secured it is, or how quickly you can secure it. It's really what it amounts to.
Okay. So, is there a roll to?
Let's go with a mass combat check on this. We're going to give you like 4 setback because you're not familiar with at all with what's going on in there. But it's pretty evenly matched. It's 2 against 2 with 1 leadership on inside the base. There's just hardly any leadership available. So it's going to be a purple and a red. All your setback are gone. So and then it's just whatever you can add into it.
Okay.
Okay.
And done.
Yeah, so very, very quickly, the troops manage to make their way through the base and even break into the lab as you guys are heading out of it. And they've got it secured. And so the troops are reporting back to the Liberator now. We found the insertion team inside a laboratory.
All right. Secure them or make sure the security thing return their intel and finish the recon and keep maintaining alert. Unless Andon can spare, I'd like to go ahead and since we've pretty much straight down keep us either your wing or Crash's wing airborne planetary, and then have the other squadron in orbital as an armed response.
Yeah, I mean, Andon can head up orbital. If anything's going to show up, he wants to be right there. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So you do manage to pretty much evacuate the base fairly quickly and get back onto the Liberator. And just as so, what do you want to do with the base now that you're off of it?
Wipe it out.
I think we're supposed to just pull all the info off of it. So get whatever slicer unit we have in there to pull all the data they can that's not probably been wiped, and whatever tactical information, logistics we can, and then just pull out and nuke it from orbit just to be safe. It's the only way to know.
All right. So
See if anyone wants to defect while we're here.
I think we should leave them because I think everything went so clean that I want the tall tales of what we did here to propagate.
Well,
because that's a lot of people to be scared of the rebellion. It's a lot of people to tell these stories and embellish it.
You've got the crew of the ATST that moved out, and some of the other troops that scattered. So that in itself will perpetuate it as long as we,
Wait, we're gonna
big
just blow up all
smoking
these
crater
people?
will be doing good.
They can run out of the building.
No, you don't want to blow up all these people.
No, I don't want to blow up the people. I mean, we scatter them out.
Tell them to get out of the building because we're going to nuke it.
I think we should.
That's very humane of IG.
No, that's not IG. He would just say kill everybody. But
well, this is an advanced facility. If we've got ships on the ground, should we try to capture some of these people?
I think we should see if there's anyone that's willing to defect.
Well, let's round up as many as we can,
We
and
have
then
a
we can have that
skeleton
conversation.
crew on this ship as it is. We get a few people that are sympathizers to us.
I don't like the idea of having defectors immediately on our ship.
So what, Kara? You can stab him with a lightsaber
I mean,
again?
actively.
Shut
I
up,
mean,
Koskit. Maybe some of them are nice.
we
That's
can detain them.
Sure get you.
We put them in the brig and we debrief them or whatever. Don't we have a brig?
I don't know if we have a brig.
We have to have a brig. We have a broom closet.
Yeah. Now has Kira or Koskit or IG anybody told them about the fact that there's an incoming fleet?
No.
no,
'Cause they're-
IG's moving back to the Spirit, and
Because if you're going to run around trying to chase down, I mean, you can do it if you want to, but if you're going to have your troops running around the forest trying to chase down and capture people, you're going to run out of time before it arrives.
Okay, yeah, we should probably get going. There's a fleet on the way.
That would have been nice to know.
Well, I kind of forgot.
Yes, because those kind of things just kind of slip your mind.
Well, normally that's my job and your job, and she doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'm here to do magic witch stuff.
We will just. And then you know what to be
Still,
doing.
I think if there's anyone that's sympathetic to the rebellion cause that's here, that's willing to go, let's do it.
Well, I don't think we have time to question them, so I vote we just leave them all here to go, what the heck was that? Like, we murdered their commander, took their top scientist.
we need to wipe out their computers completely. Whatever's
there's a
left,
thought.
we need to wipe.
Okay, I'm just gonna use bad motivator on the main hard drive.
Well, I was going to say slice it first and pull out whatever intel you can.
Okay, I can do that too.
Do we have time
and then-
to transfer files?
Not
Data
very,
bomb it.
very, very little, but you've got a little bit of time to get files out.
All right, let's do this. I'll get some out.
All
Get
right.
something before I nuke it. What difficulty, Matt?
We're going to computers check under a lot of we're going to do 3 difficulty because you're doing this really fast. Not 3 difficulty. It's going to be 4 difficulty with 2 upgrades, and then it's going to be 3 setback because you're trying to do it so quickly.
All right, I'm going to use light side point. I'm going to use sense danger. I can remove 2 setbacks. And I'm going to use touch fate, which lets me do 2 boosts. Come on, Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
You can't extract any information about the project because you're just in too big of a hurry. And it's
Can those 2 triumphs let me get 2 defectors?
Yes, you can. You can get a couple of defectors.
Yes!
And you can get a third one because you had an inside person that was supposed to be helping you out along the way that never had a chance to. Yeah, that guy.
One of them is cute for Kara. Okay. Apparently she needs a boyfriend. She picked up a boyfriend.
Yeah, the cute one. His name is Hodor.
Shut up! Oh.
All right, so you managed to leap into hyperspace just seconds before the recovery ship arrives and begins to dispatch shuttles down to the surface to pick up various stormtroopers and technicians and personnel from the base, all of whom have this fearful story to tell of this rebel unit that came and took them out. And the base, in the meantime, is just in total shambles. It was torpedoed to death at Lorelei's order right before you leapt into hyperspace. Mm-hmm. So now the sole question that's going to be left for you all to discuss is, what do you want to do with Targan?
Yeah, IG, why did you bring him along?
It's his daddy.
He's not going to answer.
IG, come on, buddy. Wait, IG, does IG have manumissions? Has he gone through all that?
I think it's presumed that that PC characters.
That a PC would be,
Okay, I was just making sure, because if you weren't, then Kara was going to offer to do that for him.
Well,
because...
I don't think it's rooting his software. I think it's as long as he's not wearing a restraining bolt, it's really a matter of how the courts see him, so to speak. I think.
Okay.
I think it's a legal status kind of.
Yeah.
Kara.
In which case, no, he wouldn't.
What is this about IG?
What?
What's this about IG? You seem like he's not operating right.
He's operating better than he was.
Okay.
But, it's something that we got to figure out.
My systems are working fine.
Did something happen on planet?
I got this awesome shot off.
Yeah.
Mr. Koskett, I am not going to question your actions, but I do find, given past circumstances, that you do over-exaggerate a little bit.
It was a pretty awesome shot. He did one shot a stormtrooper. It was
then
pretty cool.
If Kara stands by it, then I'll kudos to you.
You should listen to Koskett tell his story while I go look at IG, because he's a droid and I'm a mechanic. And I think that's the best.
If I may, I am not exactly versed too well in droids outright, but I'm assuming the software is similar to computers, right? Programming.
Mm-hmm.
Don't usually people who write that kind of programming use a backdoor override just in case shit goes south, as they say?
Possibly.
And this is the man who invented him?
It's a little cloudy at the moment. We're getting to it. We just got on the
I have some reservations that he might be able to turn IG on us without us knowing.
Okay, well, let's strip him and see if he has any tech on him. He can't do anything without a data pad.
What if it's words?
Oh, onomatophobia?
I was trying to remember the sequence of crap from Civil War, but...
Oh, no, I was thinking...
Yeah, I know you were.
Onomatophobia. Well, Kira's going to pull out the data pad and look at it. And, go, in a corner so no one can look over her shoulder at the data pad.
Okay.
And,
I'm not being intrusive. I was just stating.
So what is it?
This is player being paranoid. Okay.
Yeah, no, Kara's being paranoid too. I'm the one who knows about droid stuff. How dare someone talk to me like that?
That's why I posed it as a question.
Yeah. Okay, IG, come here. What's all this about? IG.
You need to destroy that thing.
Why? What happens?
That's what screwed up my programming. You need to get rid of that thing.
Okay, but it also has a lot of valuable information on it. is there any way that we can do something with you to ensure that this programming doesn't mess with your programming?
I don't know.
Well, why don't we look at that? Why don't we IG, is there anything you've ever wanted to be different about yourself?
I've got what I wanted.
What's that guy?
Yes,
Why do you need him?
he's gonna build more.
More of you?
Yes.
Dibs.
Why do we need more of you?
Look how good he is at what he does.
Yeah, but if there's more IGs, then you're not special anymore.
He doesn't.
I'm a
want to be
droid.
special.
I don't care.
He doesn't want to be the only one.
Well, what if we made more of you, but not so violent? Or
And it'd be useless.
okay, what if we made more of you in service to the rebellion?
No.
Okay. So then what do you want?
I need to see Casket. And then he
Okay.
just walks off.
Ugh. I'd rather just be binary.
You just don't understand droids, Kara.
No, I don't. I apparently don't.
Wow! Ow! Burn!
He's killing Imperials, and now he's telling Kara how to do droids. I mean, this game is nuts now.
Look how far we've come.
I know. Okay, IG, you go talk to Casket. Casket's better at talking to you anyways. I'm gonna go, I don't know. We have defectors now. Do we have bread?
Probably.
Andon, come with me. We gotta go find a brig.
I'm busy. I have debriefings to do.
You are looking for paint.
I'm looking for paint rules. I don't need defined paint. I want to know the rules of it.
Let's go find a brig. There was a cute girl.
I'm talking to Crash about how awesome that shot was.
I'm gonna go debrief my pilots.
Yeah, so you kind of walk by Casket talking to Crash. He's kind of got cornered, and Crash is just kind of trying to figure out how to get out of the conversation, but Casket can't stop talking about this awesome shot he took. So that's pretty much what you see there. All right. Well, if you want to talk some more, I mean, you've got Targan as a prisoner right now, so if you want to work some more out between options about what in the world to do with this guy, you can. You can assume he's stripped of all technology and any ability to, do anything remotely from whatever cell or situation you've put him in.
The brig. Take him to the laundry room.
Well, we gotta have at least a small brig on this ship. It is a military ship.
I mean, we have broom closets. We can make that a brig.
I mean, we can just assume we have one, but it's not like we have to have it specifically mapped out.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of like standard on one of these
Yeah,
ships.
we have a brig.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a brig on a ship this size.
All right.
I'm sure we
that's
could
not an
make a
issue.
brig by posting guards outside of a room with one exit.
Yeah, there we go. We got our brig.
All right, let's see what we've got here.
So,
Let's see here. Sabotage.
that's a lot.
Yeah, because we wiped out their database.
Yeah, you did wipe out their database, so we'll go ahead and it's going to be 3 points on that, and then plus another 4. Is that right, Dustin?
Plus another 3, I think.
3 plus 3, so that gets you to 24. And then we dropped the grenade, so we're going to have 3 plus another 3 on that to get you to 20. And you also, I'm going to give you 5 on that because you also took out all the stormtroopers and the base commander.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll definitely go with another 3 and 3 to get you to 20 on space superiority. Y'all are having a good day here. Kira, not necessarily, but we'll
No,
go
she
with.
did. She did use Seek, and she did pull the guy.
That's not
I'm
really.
trying.
I was wondering if maybe with downtime rules, since Kara's knowledge thing is a little obscure, if maybe
Yeah.
during downtime rules we could earn contribution rank by doing cool Jedi stuff.
And I can aid her on that. I mean,
Yeah.
that way she's got something to work with.
I mean, I was thinking of just like, I still have all these stories to write up in my head, and I'm like, maybe if I had motivation to write them.
All right, how about
I'd actually
this?
write them.
We'll go ahead for your last downtime. We'll give you 6 on that. And then Lorelei, we're going to give her 8 for 5 on all of the mass combat checks, and then the bonus 3. So let's see. Does that get us over? That pushes us over pretty easily.
Oh, Taylor,
Ah,
we should do it.
now we get to have this conversation.
All right. So this puts you at. I'm going to reset you at contribution rank 7, no points. So I'll need to know what. We'll need to work those out before the next session.
Do we want to ask about it?
Courtney wants to know if she can combine Andon's and Kara's and get us a holocron.
A Jedi holocron? I'm
Yeah.
assuming a Jedi. You already got this.
No,
Yes.
I want a Sith holocron.
No, we want to go through all that again.
That'd be totally awesome.
No, I want a gray Jedi holocron. Like,
Gross.
come on, Matt.
Yeah, but yeah,
Holocron.
the answer is yes. But let's like instead of just popping out of thin air,
Oh yeah,
let me work out a way to get it to you.
that's.
I know a guy.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think the rebellion necessarily furnishes those.
Kara has a big book full of Tolan family secrets or something.
Yeah, maybe you could find one of your ancestors' holocrons somewhere.
God, Taylor and I were talking about that.
I find a hidden message in the thing that leads you to one.
Well, she's very good at computers, so she starts noticing codes, and next thing
Or
you know,
created an algorithm for
We
you to read
we
it.
were talking about like our SWTOR characters having holocrons, and they're like, what was it, the Beyblades or whatever, where you rip them,
Yeah.
oh,
and there's like little holograms of our characters like fighting with each other and arguing, and it was just silly fun.
I totally want to use Vaughn to get a partnership with the Zahn Consortium.
All right. Good night to everybody on the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that down now. If there is anybody out there, we get a lot of views on YouTube, by the way. Even though a lot of times we don't have people show up while we're streaming. So thanks to all the viewers, and we stream generally every other Thursday from about 7:40 Central to about this time, about 9:15 Central. So
every second and fourth Thursday of the month.
yeah, it's usually something like that. So
Except one Thursday in November, we won't be free. The 17th. The week before Thanksgiving.
oh no.
Yeah, we're going to Florida.
if I wasn't on a plane, I'd play.
Well, we could have got